is your bio, and I read from your
Interesting. Okay.
from the website. So, introducing first Anthony. I'm saying it correctly. Rahayel, right? Rahayel, correct?
Yeah.
Please say it. Rahayel.
Yeah, you're
Okay.
saying it in English amazingly well. With the H, with the H. Very good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, and Anthony is the writer of No Garlic, No Onions. I love the name. But now let's explain what it is. So for people who don't know what No Garlic, No Onions is.
Exactly. No Garlic, No Onions is a food and culinary website
Yeah.
doing restaurant critiques and food reviews.
Right.
And searching for the best of everything related to food.
Okay.
So I'm searching for the best manouche, the best lahm bajin, the best of everything
Yeah.
in Lebanon. And lately I have a new section called the street food section in No Garlic, No Onions,
Yeah.
where I research the best of everything or the hidden gems of Lebanon, the tasty things that people don't know about.
Yeah. The insider's guide.
Exactly. And I think we need that in Lebanon.
Yeah.
Reviewing restaurant is something, and people also needed that, I think, because all websites in Lebanon have press releases, and all press releases are positive, and all media are positive. All restaurants are good, and I don't think so. And lots of restaurants have things to change. And I decided to review or try restaurants before people do, and give my opinion, my humble opinion about them, and see what things can be done to change, improve, or eat that or not the other thing around.
Right. And why exactly no garlic, no onions?
No garlic, no onions, because I have an intolerance on garlic and onions.
Which is extremely horrible in Lebanon.
Exactly. But I can eat cooked onions, very well cooked onions, and I can eat garlic outside of Lebanon. Why? Because in Lebanon, we do crush the onion, the garlic,
Right.
to a certain extent, where you have all the bad things for digestion that go around and make those problems.
Okay.
If you remove the inner part of the garlic, you won't have an issue.
So what happens to you when you eat the inner part of
Oh, you don't want to know.
Really?
I've been dying with intestinal problems for the last 10 days. So okay. Not at all. Not at all.
Okay. So, but is it hard, like, to eliminate these two ingredients, which is very prominent in Lebanese cuisine? I mean, do you,
I
have a problem?
I reached a certain point where after 750 reviews, 750 different restaurant reviews, more than 150 hotels around the world, other than all the street food and all the tasty discoveries, I stopped eating everything. So it's like tasting a bite or two, trying the best of.
Okay.
So when it stops to a bite or two, it's fine. So when I feel the garlic and onion in something, I taste it, I enjoy it, and I think I can give my opinion about it, and then I stop where I should stop.
Okay. And your background is dentistry.
I am a dentist.
Did you quit your day job yet?
I won't. I won't quit my day
So you
job.
are a dentist.
I am a dentist working in dentistry,
profession,
and doing great in dentistry. And this is actually where I live from.
Right.
To make things clear about No Garlic, No Onions, No Garlic, No Onions does not accept invitations.
Yeah.
No Garlic, No Onions does not get paid for doing reviews.
Okay.
No Garlic, No Onions is a free website. And after all, I have to live from somewhere. So
Right.
my job is dentistry, and I love my job.
So it's a hobby, basically.
It's a hobby.
It's a hobby. And why should people listen to Anthony?
Nobody should listen to Anthony. People are reading Anthony, and I think are enjoying Anthony.
Yeah.
I'm never saying that people should agree on all my opinion,
Right.
but just read and see that what I'm writing makes sense somewhere.
Okay.
And with this huge éventail in French, different travels, trips, restaurant tried, I think I can give my opinion somewhere. So when I say I like or don't like a burger, with the 190 burgers that I've had already,
And do you consider yourself a foodie? As in, you started this because you have a love of food?
I have a love of food,
Yeah.
love of details as well.
Okay.
And what I started is critiquing or criticizing food, but as well all the details in a restaurant. For me, when you pay $50 or $100 to have dinner or lunch, it's not only the food but the whole experience. And the experience starts with the fork, the knife, the service, the waiters, the welcoming, the food presentation, and then you reach the part of the food. So if all of this doesn't work, you won't even have the pleasure of eating.
Right.
So this is how things started.
So I'm going to give you a fact. Middle Eastern people don't like criticism.
I know that.
Question. Have you received any death threats?
Not yet.
Yes.
Not yet.
Not yet. No, because we were talking about it before. Obviously, it's people don't like to hear bad things about their restaurants.
Exactly.
And
Lebanese are divided into two different sections.
Yeah.
There are the ones who don't want to hear anything, don't accept criticism, and start talking about me or calling me or sending me threats or whatever. And there are the other people who change, improve, need this criticism because nobody even talks about it in Lebanon.
Right.
And then call back and say thank you. Please come back and see the difference.
Okay.
And I've had lots of those.
So it's benefiting the industry as a whole.
I hope so.
Yeah.
We need that.
We do need that.
With more than 30 or 40 restaurants opening every month in Lebanon,
Right.
we need to fine-tune things somewhere.
Right.
Because not all restaurants are owned by F&B professionals.
Right.
And then something needs to be fine-tuned.
Right. So you're holding them accountable this way.
I'm enjoying my time doing what I love and pushing the industry forward for some fine-tuning. And people have to try to eat and try the best.
Right.
So why should we accept the minimum?
Okay. Tell us about your rating system. What's your method?
My rating system until now is a rating over 100, where I have, it's 100 divided into 10 different sections, where I rate everything, starting from the first minute I reach the place,
Okay.
or even if I call and have a good reservation, and then the service, the welcoming, the food, the experience, the ambiance, the dessert, the bill, if it's affordable or not, return on investment, let's say it, and then when you leave. Now I'm changing that, giving more grades on the food. So the food has 50 over 100 in my next website that's coming soon.
Okay.
And the rest is over 50.
Oh, there's a next website.
Coming soon in January.
Is this an insider's tip?
You're the first one to know that.
Really?
Actually.
Okay. So besides no garlic, no onion?
It is no garlic, no onions with a new face,
Okay.
a new concept, a new image,
Oh.
something
Different.
huge, amazing. Yeah. So what's the difference between my articles and maybe others is that everything's clear and with bullet points.
Okay.
So the place, all the details about it. The food, all the details about it with pictures.
Okay.
The service, the welcoming, the pluses, the minuses, and in my opinion, what would I change for this place to be good, better.
Right.
So if you follow the way I write articles, if you're not interested about a certain section, you got just skip to the other. It's not a bulky paragraph where you have blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, you can find it easily. Right. And do you tell restaurants that you're coming, or?
Never.
Okay, never.
Never.
Never. Mystery
A
shopper.
kind of a mystery shopper.
But have you lost your anonymity? I mean, do people recognize you now? Do people know your face?
Definitely more than before.
Okay.
But I'm trying to stay hidden as much as I can. No pictures, no photography.
Right.
I never take reservations in my name, so
Right.
trying to be
Okay.
incognito.
Okay. All right. And do you think social media has changed the way we eat in this country?
Definitely, social media has changed the world. Social media has changed countries, has created wars in Arab countries. So how wouldn't it change how we eat?
Right.
Instagram has done a lot, and the internet has done a lot as well.
Yeah.
And you having a phone and using a phone inside the restaurant means a lot. If a restaurant accepts that you take pictures, you're halfway there. So he has nothing to hide, and he's confident and proud of what he's giving. The other part is when you start taking notes and expressing to the world your experience at a certain restaurant, and I think it's very important.
And what have you learned from this experience as a whole? You yourself.
The first thing that comes to mind, and that's very interesting, is I've learned lots of new vocabulary and translations between the Arabic words we have, like مثلا بقلة,
Right.
that becomes purslane, or many words that we use every day in our language, but I never thought of translating them in English or using them in a way or another.
Right.
And the experience you have day after day about food, about tastes, and the way the palate develops to captivate all the tastes and flavors,
Right.
is something incredibly good and nice and enjoyable.
Okay.
When I taste something or when I eat something, it's more of a love affair that starts, and the descriptions I can give you are really mouth-watering,
Really?
and I love that.
And as far as like, let's say the trend in the hospitality industry, where do you see like that's going on now? What are the restaurants or the food that's like more popular with people now? Or what do you see it coming up like as in maybe the next? First it was Italian, you know what I mean? Then I
Italian
guess
started,
sushi.
burgers, sushi continued. Burgers are the 2013 trend.
Yeah. What's next?
Shawarma is next.
Shawarma. Okay.
Bagels are coming to Lebanon.
I love bagels.
So bagels are a new trend now. And voila. That's
Good.
it.
Bagels are cool. Okay. And what advice would you give to restaurants in Lebanon from what you've,
Just do it with
taken?
love and passion. Everything that is done with love and passion succeeds. If you're doing it for the money,
It's not-
people will feel it. If when you eat something, you'll feel the love put inside by the chef and the owners. If you just go to a restaurant that has cost millions and there is no passion inside it, you'll really just feel it. Exactly like you go into a home and see and say it's a cold house because an architect did it, and it doesn't reflect the personality of the people inside it, right? And others where people have bought every single piece by itself, it reflects their personality, and you'll say, wow, interesting. The restaurants are the same, exactly the same.
Yeah, you're right. Well, thank you, Anthony.
Thank you for having me.
Pleasure. Honestly.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And good luck. And I can't wait for the new I guess twist to the website.
January.
January. You let us know.
Definitely.
Okay, great.
Definitely.
Thank you.
Thanks.